It's JP from Squivr. I did want to do a quick video for you to get you an overview on everything Squivr. We are native in Salesforce, and we really focus on enabling your sales, your customer success, your marketing, your business development teams, all within Salesforce via account planning and relationship management. So we do work hand in hand with Salesforce, and I'll just give you a couple of real keen insights to how we help both account planning and relationship management. At the forefront, everything stays in your Salesforce instance. So if you think about your data, it all stays put in your Salesforce. And we give 3 free users away. So we're over at the AppExchange. If you wanted to go ahead and install it in a sandbox or in production, you can do so. Get those 3 free users. All right, let's dive in a little bit here. So I'll go ahead and focus in on Dunder Mifflin here. As you can see, we'll click on the corporate level. In this case, we've actually opted to bring in that Squivr account planning tab. You can drag and drop us anywhere on the page layout. And so as you can see here, we're actually presenting 2 different hierarchies. We're going to go ahead and say, show me under Dunder Mifflin corporate, who are all those contacts? We will go ahead and update it as we go. So if you drag and drop anybody in and out of the reporting structure, that's going to update Salesforce on the fly. Underneath here, you can see that there's an account structure as well for all those of you that are working with larger enterprise accounts. You can certainly see that account structure and even hone into, maybe in this case, I want to focus in on Dunder Mifflin Scranton here. I hopped over to Dunder Mifflin Scranton. As you can see, we've got a tab here on the page layout, but we also have what we call the white space analysis or revenue summary level up here. And at the forefront of really at this account level is we want to present you with, okay, this is the current revenue we have on this particular account over a certain time frame. That time frame can be defined by you guys. In addition to that, you can break this out per product family. As you can see what we're doing here, you can see how much revenue we've not only secured on this account, but how it breaks out over our product families, and even add buying centers or buying regions. We've got the sales, we've got EMEA, you can add your own, and you can also update whether or not you have opportunities on these or even drive additional cross or upsell opportunities that might not be opportunities in Salesforce yet. You can account for those, add those up, and as you can see, that will roll all the way up to what we call that newly identified potential revenue here. If you click on the open opportunities on the account, you can see that how that breaks out, not only from a open opportunities perspective, but you can see which ones are closed won and closed lost on this particular account per product or product family. Really keen to get you guys enabled from where are my opportunities in this account, but also what does that look like against maybe some revenue targets I might look to achieve on this particular account, or also tier this account out. So as you can see here, we can utilize a rules engine here to start to say, okay, this is the tier 1, this is the tier 2, this is a tier 3 account, and subsequently update that as you go. So you can get a quick lens into not only how much revenue you have, how much revenue that breaks out per product or product family, open opportunities, newly identified potential, and all the way up to, hey, what tier account do I have here? Stepping into that, we can go ahead and click on our account planning tab. As you can see, this is ArcSight. ArcSight is going to be able to not only present your hierarchies, but will present them in a very flexible way. And you can define a lot of this as you go. If you walk through all these icons on the card, you're going to be able to really take hold of all the power of Salesforce, add contacts and emails, add opportunities. You can flip over to LinkedIn here. You can bring in LinkedIn images if you'd like as well. As far as color coding, you can define these color codes. You can relabel these as you see fit and update those as you go. Setting the roles both at the account and at the opportunity level is always important. So if we're going to go ahead and dive into that, one click of a button, you're going to be able to set that role. Over here, you can capture sentiment, whether it's positive, negative, or neutral. And of course, you're going to be able to rate these contacts. So in this case, we've got influence, power, relationship, and cadence. Take some notes here. You can update these. We'll track number of entries, and you can relabel these as well. set up custom relationships here. Maybe in this case, some folks went to high school together or whatnot, and start to draw in what is otherwise more complex things happening on your hierarchies. And this is an object agnostic tool. So a lot of folks do like to start with this, kind of that 101 use case. A lot of people do like to say, okay, show me the number of opportunities, for instance, on my account. But don't just show me the number of opportunities. Maybe we'll go one step lower and say, okay, who has a role on that opportunity? So this is that opportunity contact role, executive sponsors, decision makers, influencers, or whatever you've customized those names to be. There's a ton of use cases here. You can certainly vet these out as you go. Just as an example, we can point at users as well. In this case, these are Salesforce users, our internal team members, against the contacts on the account. And then maybe getting one or two more here. You can represent maybe number of cases, contracts. This is all governed by our org chart configuration. You can customize these as you go. Make sure it is adhering to your business and your business processes. I'm highlighting the favorites here because you saw me color code some of these. Maybe in this case, we just want to see those blue cards. That is certainly a configuration that you can set up, or even show other relationships here. So in the case of related contacts, maybe we're partnering with someone on the account and we're going to get an intro from them, or we're starting to sync up on certain contact engagements. You can certainly utilize the related contacts and bring them in as relationships to the account level. This does work on any object in Salesforce. And so if we think about what that looks like, maybe down at the opportunity level, I'll just go down here to one of the opportunities. Here we are on the opportunity Scranton hometown. In this case, we opted to say, hey, just show me people that have a role on this particular opportunity. And that will give you that quick insight as to not only who is engaged, but maybe who are missing. Additionally, this is a choice, so you can absolutely wheel back out to that fuller view. And of course, we're on the opportunity. So, pick and choose your best experience per object. You're going to be able to do that with Squivr's Arc site. Below here, you can see we've got another component flowing in. This is called Arc Groups. A lot of our customers do want to say, hey, I'd love to see everybody, but actually just show me people I care about. So oftentimes that is based off of your, maybe it's your ICP, maybe it's your target market. You're going to be able to say, okay, of my top 10 closed won deals, I always had X number of executive personas in my deals, or I was able to identify, for instance, the VP of Sales Ops for all deals. And really, this will pre-populate those people in those groups in this case. Here are buying groups, buying committees, key stakeholders, just as an example. You can expand these. You can say, oh, you know what? I'm missing the CFO or regional manager in this particular group. Or if we've got them, you can actually wheel this down to, okay, show me who reports up to that person as well. All this is customizable for you. I'll show this to you up at the account level as well. So if we hop back up here, we are at the account, Dunder Mifflin Scranton, walking down to our ARC group here. We're going to go ahead and auto-identify our ideal customer profile. Maybe there's a leadership team. And I think you guys probably noticed we've got Michael Scott here as the CSO. That's probably a little ambitious for Michael right here. So we're going to wheel him back to become that branch manager. His title is updated there. And if we come back down here, we can see the CSO is now required, and that auto updated on the fly for you. Just a good way for you guys to get the lay of the land entirely on the account, but also hone it into who do I really want to focus in on. That could include any number of rules against your Salesforce data. Maybe it's activity based on your contacts, or maybe it's certain titles, seniority levels, etc. We can customize these to really meet your requirements via your use cases at the account, at the opportunity, or any other object in Salesforce. Next up are action plans. Typically, when you start to find out who you're working with, what type of relationship we have there, really it's what are we going to do to make sure that we properly serve this account or opportunity. As you can see, we have an action plan flowing in here. We've got any number of header items that you can customize yourself. In this case, we might have some short-term items we'd like to accommodate to, account team alignment, executive account goaling, etc. And these are just tasks that are flowing into Salesforce. That will give you the ability to report on this at any time. Oftentimes this looks like an account plan, 30, 60, 90, short, mid, or long-term at the account level. On the opportunity, it oftentimes looks like medic or medpick, where you start to cascade in the best actions when you need them per stage on that opportunity. This can be visual. As you can see here, we've got a Gantt chart view. You can fully interact with this. Double click on this. It's the same number of tasks that you can update as you go. And ultimately, you'll get that completion percentage and better visibility to how you're doing on every account in Salesforce. Below here is another ARC group, just to highlight this. We broke this out to one number of opportunities per forecast category are featured here. So we have pipeline, best case, and commit. If we go ahead and expand these, we're going to be able to see all those opportunities that may be in commit. You can even delve into another level here and start to say, okay, who has a role on that opportunity as well, and open that up, making sure that you've got that best visibility to what's happening on all your deals in whatever forecast category they're in. So that is the ability to not only utilize your relationship management suite of products we call ARC Suite, which includes ARC Site and ARC Groups, but also utilize our action plans and playbooks, both at the account and at the opportunity level. I'll give you a quick lens into that opportunity level. We'll head back over to the Scranton one. In this particular instance, you do have an opportunity that is walking through more of a med pick moment here. So we've got discovery, we've got metrics. Maybe at some point we wanted to say, okay, I've got that down. I want to progress this through to the next stage. I'll actually just hop to ID decision makers. At that stage, you might say, oh, there are my key tasks associated with that decision criteria. How's our relationship, our economic criteria, and technical criteria? As an example of, you can define these, you can update these, and as you can see, there's some conditional formatting that's coming in. If you're late, early, or on time, you can certainly report off of all this data because this is your Salesforce data. Utilize this in a dashboard, a report, or feed a BI engine. It's all good for us. We just want to make sure that your plan of success is in your CRM and you are tracking that accordingly. Okay, we've reviewed at the opportunity at the account. Salesforce did release a new object called the account plan. The account plan object is fantastic. We've had a chance to really gain early access to this. And rest assured, all your Squivr information, all your components, all your data is going to be able to reside directly on the account plan as well. As I said, we're object agnostic. So if you wanted to go ahead and flow that in, the account plan comes with some fantastic features. But in this case, we're also going to bring in maybe that overview white space analysis or revenue summary. You can also bring in ARC groups wherever you'd like on the page layout. In this case, we set up a couple tabs where you might have that ARC groups moment living next to some other things like your ARC site over here and or your action plans as well. And so just as an example, if you are utilizing the new account plan object, feel free to utilize Squivr as well. We can live anywhere on that page layout, in addition to work hand in hand with the key objectives, objective details. You can actually even see those in context of a hierarchy to make sure that you are measuring everything accordingly and utilizing the best practices of Squivr in all your account plans moving forward. Thank you guys again for checking out our brief demo video. If you have any questions whatsoever, please let us know. On our website, you can also go ahead and connect with us. So scheduling a call is as easy as just booking some time here. We're happy to do so. We do look forward to working with you guys, and feel free to go out and try this out for yourself. Hit get it now and to install in production for your 3 free users. Otherwise, you can certainly try it for free in any sandbox out there. Thank you guys again. Have a great day.